watch your legions fall in a silence fear. They march like kings, but bleed like prey. One poison twitch, and their strength decays. I count not heads, I weigh their breath. I am one, I am enough. I summon death. Flesh locks up, their lungs betray. This is how the orc got slain. No honor, no war cries, just creeping fate. Your bones forget how to hold your weight. A single hiss, and empires pale. The venom speaks, and balance scales.
Good evening, Praetoria. Welcome to the stream. My name is RoguePatton. I am joined by my very best friend. His name is Mondroid. Say hi, Mondroid.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm scrambling here at the end. I'm just poor Mondroid. I literally called him, and then he's just been quiet on the other end because I told him I was already live. That was the first I've talked to Mondroid, so that'll give you a preview on, you know, the kind of structure and organization we have tonight. So I apologize, my friends, but welcome to the show. This is Sunday Night Gospel. We have something special we're going to be testing tonight. And real quick, Jangles, do you have the Mav server link specifically that we were using for the test Twitch airdrops? So Tails posted something on Twitter today saying that they were going to go live and test they were going to test out some airdrops on the Mav server. So for those of you that aren't aware, the team is trying to create a Twitch drops program where we can get an exclusive card just for participating in Twitch streams. So you guys would all be a part of that as you consume, you know, Sunday Night Gospel, as you guys go watch Buns, Bags, and Caps, as you participate, you know, with Mick. Like, these are all, like, if you participate on Twitch, you will start to get some of these airdrops. So we are going to test that out a little bit tonight. I need yeah, boom, there it is. I just got to make sure. I'm always scared, you know. I'm on some NDAs and all that stuff, and I got access to things, so I always want to make sure I'm not getting into. Oh, I do not have access to this server. Darn. Mondroid,
No.
do you got it? Oh, he did it.
Yeah, I do.
He did it. We're doing a flip it and rip it today. That's the first. Congratulations, Jangles. He got there. The People's Guild has cashed in the first flip it and rip it that we're going to do on stream. So, sweet. We can just start with that one. But, looked at that and saw nothing. But yeah, we're gonna take a look at that on the Mav server. But Yes, I don't have access. Jangles, do you have access to that Mav server link that you just sent? Mondroid fell victim to my YOLO Zerx rush earlier. Did you really? Did you get beat by a
Yeah,
Zerx?
Well, he's really good in like low to mid mana, I feel like, where he can kill shit and bloodlust up.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're
And
talking.
he had
Oh my goodness.
the ambush summoner too, so it's just
Oh.
kind of snowballed from the get-go.
Oh, of course. My bad. I didn't think. Yeah, you're right. That is 100% a YOLO card, but like it's also just a really good one. In my head, I was thinking about a couple different cards. So go check out where we're at here. So airdrops live. This card came out. I own none of them, but this card is absolutely nuts. This is one of the ones in testing that Mondroid and I were really high on. I mean, realistically, this bloodlust is nuts, and it goes ham from there. But in my head, I thought you were talking about our Chaos Legion legendary boy, Dirks.
Oh, Zyvax?
Yeah, Zyvax. That's in my head. I thought you pulled out a YOLO win with this bad boy. And I was like, let's go, BG. You monster. Because nobody's winning with this card. That's what I thought was happening. But no, yeah, you beat him with a good card.
Oh yeah, if I lost to that, I would just like have to uninstall, as the kids say.
F in the check. But no, dude, congratulations. Your pools were really good that I saw. You want to let the audience know how yours went and what your strategy was after the first conflict airdrop?
So I got, well, okay, so I got the guaranteed drops, but I did hit a gold foil on one of them, so it was nice in that sense for the alt account to just have that silver level Zerx right off the bat. It's like, given what I've got from that, I'm definitely not going to be able to do the whole give my alt account a max of all the airdrops, because I basically got 12 copies, right? And one of them's gold foil. So, that's like enough for one max. Like, I think in Rebellion, I was getting like 15 to 16 copies, so it was only like 4 or 5 more copies to max a second one. So I was buying a few extras. But this time I'm like not even close.
Yeah, so strat-wise, you got your gold foil, but that kind of really helps with the whole Thugan gold foil silver tournaments, right? But not really
Right.
thinking we're gonna just get a whole second max copy of the legendary going forward like you did for Rebellion.
No, not even close, and I think it'd be too expensive to try to get that account,
Yeah.
just like a full copy.
Yeah, so essentially Mondroid you had to go in and buy the extra copies, right? So like your gold foil, you had 7 regs, so you had to go get 4, or are you still playing without the bloodlust?
No. So I got 12 copies total.
Oh, you're
So
right,
one of them
'cause
was gold
Thugan.
foil, and then I sent the others to yeah.
Got it. Okay, good. So you're still you're good to kind of maintain the silver gold foil and the max level Mondroid.
Yeah, that I'm able to hit, at least this first one, where I can max 1 copy for the regular foil account, and then got the 1 gold foil for my silver gold foil account. So it's just a bummer, like in that sense, like not being able to get the second maxed regular foil copy.
Yeah, rich people problems. Makes sense.
Yeah, that carried me on that account for all this time, having Tofu and Venka.
Yeah, I mean Thugan plays up real high, and yeah, that's for sure why. But yeah, it's definitely gonna balance out there. So, I guess that's one of the things. I don't have any data on this yet, so go right in here and let's go do some pricing out on our new airdrop. So how are we sitting? We'll actually do a lot of price during this one. I want to see where we're at on foundations, where we're everything. So, what? It's a $9 card? Jurix is a $9 card.
Yeah, if you want to max another copy, it's not too bad.
Wow. Well, wow. So this was one of the data points that I was curious about, right? So like super ramped up black foils, limited collections are going to be with the bulk of these cards. What was going to happen when so many of the cards were given to like the top accounts, right? And I guess this is what we're looking at. A real thick and so like also distribution wise, total BCX is just shy of $4,000. Oh crap, it was overprinted again. Again, they've overprinted the first airdrop. Holy crap. This thing is 1,000 copies more than the rest of the legendaries in the set. No wonder it's not going to stay at 9. It's going to go to 5. Holy crap. Look at this. It's 800 more copies. Is this the first time I'm seeing of this? Like, did everybody know that like they botched the airdrop again? Did you know that?
I haven't looked into it.
Here we
I
go
see
again.
Cryptomancer has 70 copies for sale, so you know, I think when you put all the cards on the 10 whale accounts, then yeah, of course it's like they're dumping the price, you know, just trying to get some money back.
31.34 versus 39.33. So like we're literally talking 800 more copies on that legendary than the rest of the set naturally from airdrops. That's what I don't understand. I don't understand why we even have guarantees, or why the guarantees aren't a variable that is like there should not have been more than 3,200 of that card printed. Period. Regardless of participation. Like if nobody participated, one person's getting 3,200 copies just to keep it on par with the rest of the legendaries of the set. So that way all the pack openings going forward, like your distribution is still good. So like we shouldn't know how many cards are going to drop until the day they're ready to drop, and they only drop as many cards as are released. This is ridiculous.
Like, what if you took the average of every legendary, like 3,000 BCX or whatever?
I mean, we've got 3130, and then some of these maybe 30, 3174, 3087 on Rapid Wincy. 3185.
Yeah, so you take the average of like the 12 legendaries or however many there are, and then airdrop that many of the new card.
Yeah, and what's the card bid? Card bid. These crushed. If anybody actually looked at the distribution of that card, these bids would be like maybe not the $5 one, but you would totally get out of your 4 copies at $8. Because this is ridiculous. It's a good card, but it is 20% more cards printed than the rest of the legendaries in the set. Crap.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Again, not scripted. You're getting live hot takes here, and this is something
You're getting the live show.
You're getting the live hot takes. This is something Splinterlands has messed up every single for 3 years for me at this point. They messed up the first airdrops of Chaos Legion. I think Rage was overprinted. Same thing. So like just print distributions of airdrops never match the rest of the sets. Yeah, now we've got like a real broken card with like 20% more circulation. And it was also distributed in a way where it's like all gonna be on like accounts. Because there's plenty in circulation. Look at this. Total available cards, 255 versus 18 cards of Taylor Swift. There's only 4 cards of the Hemling. Of our Greybrow, there's only 17. Of Xing Xiao, there's 17 cards. And for our first airdrop, there is 255 cards on the market.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, but they've already announced the numbers for the next one. Like, what? 50?
It didn't really go up that
No!
much either.
I literally heard people talking in the chat of like, they didn't go up as high as like they could have, or like they should have in order to make the math right. And like, they really, I don't know, did all right for people or something. But like, that's not doing all right for people. Like, massively printing. Because that doesn't help pack value at the end of the day, right? The legendary cards being released are supposed to sustain pack value, because pack value in itself, it should be tanking as the set like is increased here. So like if we're looking, they're doing pack value on click, kind of weird. Yeah, so like essentially the estimated value of the pack and the pack price, those should be, it doesn't look like we're actually gonna get that data. I wonder if Elmo's got it.
Yeah, maybe Peak Monsters.
So when we're looking at packs, pack value, factors. Whoa, big standard buy. Like overall, like the pack sales still doing really well. 4.4 million DEC. Like it's surpassed Rebellion at this point. So that's awesome. It doesn't look like it's super died off during the whole time. I mean, I don't know how much tracking we had, but yeah, thing value. Let's go look at.
If you go to Explore and then Pack Stats, they have the estimated value.
Where?
Go to Explore the tab, so next to Rent and before More, and then do Pack Stats.
Oh, Pack Stats, and it's a new feature. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Peak Monster.
So if you use all 3 potions, you're looking at like a last market price of $268 a standard pack.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Crap. So using all potions, we're at $3, which is at current prices. Wow, so this is even kind of giving you the dollar value of what 4,000 DEC is? No. Oh, it's plus that much from the original, from the no potions. Okay. So this is where we're at, last market price. So yeah, okay, so what am I looking at? This is $3 by average BCX. Oh, okay, and then this is the lowest market price value. So really, yeah, your EV on this is, I'd probably go with the 2.6 on this, as we're on the downturn for this. And yeah, so what I would expect is that these legendary airdrops are supposed to come in and really start to drive up some of that value, because I mean, legendary packs have to be, okay, they're $18 right now versus versus the $24 price tag. And the alchemy packs are still actually, so the alchemy packs are still outvaluing like their price tag according to this. Lowest market price is something close to $12, which is what an alchemy pack is.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Yep. And then our starter packs, okay, starter packs are 75 cents on the, that's pretty interesting. But yeah, my main argument here is that these legendary airdrops are supposed to like maintain their value better than probably the rest of the set, so that way the pack value itself is constantly increasing. But
Well, not when you print buttload of extra.
yeah, 800 extra than any other legendary in the set right now. So Mick, exactly what I've been saying about scarcity. Limit the print, otherwise it just gets overprinted. And that's what I mean. I don't really care about like a limited print. I'm saying keep everything equal. Like if the rest of the set is produced between 31 and 3200 legendaries, these airdrops shouldn't be above that range. Period. You know. So, and more cards and packs as well. Ank wants more cards and packs. And I could kind of agree with that, because I mean, in typical trading card games, right? Like a $4 booster pack gets you like 12 cards. And I know that the main argument is that when you open up the other traditional trading card packs, they have true bulk, and bulk doesn't actually exist in our game. So like all of those cards would have value if you had 12 of them in there. But let's make the guaranteed chances 2,000, so not a single regular foil deck holder ever gets an airdrop. No. It's just, damn, you guys say it so nicely. I must be on Fat Jimmy's mushrooms. I opened 2 standard packs and both were like 30 cents. Yeah, I stopped my pack a day at 50 days. The feel bads were just too bad. I gave up. I quit. So yeah, I'm feel you there. But yeah, got my second gold foil arcane in the pickle draw. Let's go. Good for you, man. Well done. Yeah, we should probably check in on our draws at all, but $12 for an alchemy pack with a gold common, or $8 for a gold alpha common. My man, Gathering has always got that land meta in his head. That's true, Gathering. That's true. Well, crap. Okay, so in 2 areas, the conflicts are broken now. 1, they're overprinted, and 2, they're all going to accounts that don't need them, and they're fire sailing on the market. Great. Okay. Any other comments you want to make on that, Mondroid?
Well, I mean, it's like you consolidate all the card power into the black foil whales, you know, and it's like kind of inevitable, I guess, where it's like instead of everybody getting handed a card for free, like socialism or something, right? It's like we consolidated into the oligarchs, and then they can trickle down to the rest of us plebs.
Yeah. Oh. Try to ping. I'm gonna try to ping Royal here. But yeah, that was disappointing to see. Disappointing to see. So let's go check on our are you participating in any of the raffle draws that we got going on? So like the pickles or the ooh.
I haven't done any of that stuff. I don't even know how it works, really.
Yeah, you go get a voucher or a fortune draw ticket, and you go put it in the raffle. Then your name gets in there. But Druid's Blood ended up getting the last one. My man, congratulations, Druid. We appreciate you, dude. Well,
so can we look at the number of tickets? Is that like, so 217 entries and he snatched one?
Yep, 217. So if I look at the results specifically, he had 2 entries. So yeah, he had a 2% chance, no, a 1% chance of pulling that one, and he did. Let's go.
Nice.
Let's go.
2 entries won it.
Yeah, 211 total. So yeah, well done, buddy. But yeah, looks like participation's tapering off a little bit here. We had some peaks at like 800, 665, 447. It looks like we're steadily just above 300, with that last one being almost like a unicorn, 17. So it's kind of
That one was
interesting.
real low.
Yeah, I've found that, like, so this was another thing I was trying to do every day. Like, I was going to put my one ticket in, and that's what I was going to do. On paper,
Now
that
might
sounded
be
fun.
the time if it's coming down.
Right? Well, and that's what, yeah, I might do it again here once or twice. But the other thing about this was, one, I kind of was taking it like it was another daily chore I had to do every day. And so the more of those I created more for myself in Splinterlands, the less I actually. So, but what I am finding out here is that, you know, there is definitely an observation piece, and there is something to say about, like, being on the sidelines and just watching and drop like a strategic 30 in, you know, occasionally, and just see if you can snipe it with the 10%, because it seems like that's really, you know, the probabilities have been favoring some of the bigger drops. But yeah, so congratulations, Druid's Blood. So that was his second one too. He already got one with another 2 entry. Wow. So he had that one for 2 at 336. What?
Wow. That's...
Look at this
Dang,
guy. Hey, Druid's
that is
Blood.
some luck, bro.
Do you live in a country with, like, the lottery? Go play. Go play today. But yeah, my goodness. Reckon $9 card for a $6 wagon changes behaviors for Zarin. I mean, not really, because I don't know, like, I don't know, that would be weird. Do you think that would? Do you think that would, Jengles?
Well, so the first drop here is different
Because it was
because
all our old wagons.
it was, well, not only that, but it's been changed for the second drop. So let's say you had 5 wagons just kitted out with legendary black foils, and you got 10 cards. You only had to repair 5 wagons.
Mm.
The other 5 copies were free. But in the second drop, you gotta pay for 10 cards.
Okay.
And every drop after that, it's been changed. So
Yeah.
you can't just get more cards than wagons, essentially.
Yeah, but
So I'm
I mean,
thinking
I
when
guess
they
even,
actually have to pay that $6, it'll make a difference.
yeah, maybe they won't, or yeah, maybe maintaining that, right? Well, I guess that's interesting. There's gonna be a floor then, because of the mage wagon itself. The card is not free, or it's not completely free based on your investment in Conclave. It's not in addition to your investment in Conclave. That's pretty interesting, actually. I'm glad Jangles brought that up. It's an interesting concept, because that's one of the things that a lot of people, like, complained about, was they felt like it was a tax. And I guess that holds the floor.
Well, it's great for, you know, the landowners who get to make all this crap and benefit from it.
Yeah, I wonder, what are we be looking at on wagon prices now? I guess they didn't really go down at all. So the wagon kits, goodness, they're still $6 for a wagon kit, and there's 6,000 of them out there. That's
Dang.
so, I mean, it just must be the raw materials are that high in price. So that is going to be an interesting barrier. So, but then that doesn't really, I don't know, that doesn't really change the fact for anybody, because they're still going to overprint the card. You just physically can't sell it at a price that makes sense. So the only thing that's going to happen is that, like, maybe people refuse to repair their wagons, and then the other people that just haven't gotten airdrops are maybe going to get a couple more, because they're all still going off of the free wagons, or, reduced price of the wagons that we had back in Rebellion. How much was a wagon in Rebellion? Was it $5?
So I forget what its cost was, but no one ever paid it. You would just use vouchers instead, which reduced it to like maybe 2000 EC in vouchers.
Yeah. Yep. So interesting. So, and then yeah, our fortune draws. Let's see, fortune draws are still at 53 cents, so that makes pretty cool. Auction marks are still sitting about 2.2. So like the prices on all the land assets. Oh, and it looks like black foil potions are up. I was buying those at like 1.5 cent for a while. So those are back
Yeah,
up.
those actually did go up from the surge of the airdrop.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that one. So yeah, we've got some balance where that's concerned, but man, it'll be interesting because like for me in the conflicts, I just have my legendary packs that I won in that tournament from YGG. I've got those staked, so I'm gonna have 8 chances. And I guess maybe just it might get to a point where if people don't want to spend it, that maybe I'll just have a higher percentage chance of getting something along the way, But
if you snag a black foil with 8 chances,
that's that druid's blood right there.
that's the dream right there.
Yeah. If I just like staked my prizes from this other event to snag a black foil legendary, that would be sick. That would be sick. So I guess let's look at the other. We've got the exclusive, and we've got 5 of the gold foil arcanes for this one going. And these entries are actually 10x according to these. So one entry is 10 tickets. So like where the pickle right now is pulling in 200 tickets on the last one, 300 on average. This one is pulling in 1,800 to start, and it's down to 1,000 tickets for one of these cards. So that's pretty interesting. And then also like the people that are participating with these. Hey, look, Vugtis. Go Vugtis. Got the first one. I wonder how many. What was his? He won it with 30 entries. So 30 of the 100, he had of 180. So he had only about 20% of the pool there. Pretty interesting. But yeah. So is YGG doing anything now? Any promos? No, not that I know of. They're on a pause right now. The Gap season was sunsetted, so they're no longer gonna do the Gap season anymore. They're going to move on to something else. They'll revive it as something else. Now that it's grown into what it has at this point. So that's all that I know that YGG is doing right now. So yeah, you will probably notice the people that participated in the airdrop, the Gap season last time, they have a new title, so that's pretty cool. You should be seeing like the yield title, but it's got a little YGG logo next to it, and it's a prefix title. So at this point in the game, only landowners have had prefix titles, but now you'll see everybody that participated in that has a prefix title as well. That is a 2% permanent boost to rewards for that account forever. So, but Mondroid, you have land stuff, so you've had a prefix title, right?
Yeah, on my main account. I should have split my land up. It's just to get that for Thugan, but I didn't. So, womp womp.
Yep. So Emma says top airdrop guy had like 90,000 chances, and they only got 121 guaranteed. Then little guys with 0 or 1 got 2 to 4. I mean, that's cool. Good for them. But yeah, still super overprinted. Sub $2 with vouchers, I think. Otherwise, $10. Ooh, I think you're right. 10 makes sense. I remember it being something. So yeah, there's gonna probably be these first airdrops until everybody actually has to start buying their own wagons like this. First airdrops might actually pushing that floor $5 to $6. That's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird. What else are they gonna do with them? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yep. 19,257 minted. 2,931 available. What are we talking about? Gathering. What numbers were those for? Seen someone post on X that they got the one guaranteed for 1.4K. I forgot who it was. That was Clay burning up. Jeez. 87 tickets spent on Pickle. 6,730 spent on Yoshi. Oh, 8,700. Okay. So, I mean, so Pickle being the hot one and the cool promo, like, it's probably gonna outpace Yoshi during the course of its life, I would imagine. But win Hefe title. I mean, honestly, I think if anything's been proven, if you spend enough in the game, you'll get something eventually. So you just participate in one of these, I don't know, maybe like a burn event or something where they're like, design your own title. Be like, Senor Hefe. You'll get it. Oh, man. So that's a lot of tickets. How's the price stayed so low? There's just so many resources. There's so many resources. So don't ever anticipate any of that to really go up. But, yeah. I can craft 10 wagons a week. Yep, there he is. Ank. Hefe makes you sick when you find out what he can mint in a week. But I did actually do something pretty interesting today, because part of my new strategy, right now that I've hung up my scholar coat, I'm playing frontier mode very regularly. Absolutely love it. And I finally, the last 2 seasons, I've been renting cards for land, but because of my lack of daily involvement or being super on top of managing my account every single day, every season has passed by and those cards go back, and then my account does some weird suboptimal harvest, and then I go like a couple days into the season before I realize, like, crap, I don't have anything. It's usually Sunday when I figure it out. So I was like, man, I said enough is enough. I'm done. I was like, I was selling a lot of stuff for the modern. I was sitting on about 240k DEC, and DEC just burns a hole in my pocket. So I said, screw it, Chaos Legion, you're going on. Like, all of my max level stuff, I was like, the land that I have is going to be worked by my own cards, and I'm not going to try to do some DEC optimization. We're just going to stake it, forget it, own it, and go. And I did it. All 6 of my plots now are fully worked with my own cards. They're all max level, non-optimal. They were just my playing deck that, for the most part, not the best cards. Or at least I tried to pick not the best cards. But I am now fully owned, and then also rocking a lot of the max 500,000 or the max 50,000 DEC requirements for plots of land. So finally just committed to that. I said, screw it, this is a good use of the resources that I have right now that matches my playstyle in the game. Let's go. So yeah, pulled the trigger on that, got a bunch of my legendaries working over there, and but I'm still not, like, we'll see after this now what a week of harvesting looks like, but my plots just aren't doing anything fancy. They're not, like, I've had this keep for like a year and a half, and I've pulled 1 common totem fragment off of it ever. I just never done anything else. And I'm like, how is that possible? You know, Like, I've had my research plot going now for a while. It's got my Rooney, it's doing stuff, and I'm still just never has pulled a fragment or anything off of it. I don't know what's going on here. But, Jeff, hey, there he is. I can mint over 3,600 fortune tickets right now on my main account. Wow, we converted the Frontier hater. Nice. Yeah, were you not here last week? Mondroid and I admitted that we were in love with Frontier. So I guess that's a good follow-up, Mondroid. How are you feeling with Frontier mode right now? Has it turned into grind or?
No, I wouldn't say it's a grind. I think it's still fun. It's just I've been enjoying kind of like dialing in the meta, you know. It's like kind of memorizing each play for what's going on. And I've got a couple of my summoners to level 2 now, but unfortunately
Let's
not
go.
the death or magic one.
Oh wow. So did you do that without buying? Or did you
So what I've been doing is I just steal all of Thugin's rewards and combine them with Mondroid's rewards, and then I was able to level a couple things up.
It was funny. The thought literally crossed my mind. I was like, oh shit. I was looking at it and I was like, man, the way this is set up, like, I think I could just do the campaign on Squirtle, Bulbasaur, and Charmander, like my alt accounts. Like, I think I could just do the campaign and send all those cards over and maybe be really close to leveled up, like a bronze leveled up. And then as soon as that thought crossed my mind, the tech update for that Tuesday was like, all
Banned
cards from the campaign are now soulbound, and I was like, oh, clearly that was a loophole that they needed to shut down. I remember that crossed my mind too. I was like, is this ethical? I don't think that would be ethical. So I ended up pausing on it for a minute. I think I was gonna send a message like before. I think I was gonna hit Dave up and be like, Dave, is this intentionally? Is this what we were aiming for? Like, can I do that? And I answered my own question, or they answered the question for me. Jeff says he just hit a legendary totem fragment this week. I mean, how many legendary totem fragments have you hit, like, in your career of land at this point? I've downsized from 7 to 5, and as of last night, down to 3 accounts playing Frontier. Awesome. Good for you, man. Good for you. Because, yeah, I don't think it's a mode that you would maintain a bunch of accounts running. I can't imagine that. Like, and we'll see what the first draws look like at the end of the day. I'm still pretty excited for the fact that it's going to be like 70 different cards that can be received, and that if you're pulled for one of them, like, all of your entries are kind of pulled out with it. Like, you don't get to win multiple cards out of the 70 cards that they're giving away every week, right? So it's unique, 70 unique wins. And I was like, really cool. I actually love that. And so we'll see what that first one looks like. But says I am lucky to get 1 Archon a day. Writing 4 accounts in Frontier. Yeah, I would say I think I've only pulled 1 Archon in all of this. I've pulled more legendaries than I've pulled Archon. So,
jeez.
Yeah. I did have like an extreme discipline moment earlier this week. I had a reward chest come out and I pulled a saltwater mage, and I was like, let's go. That card's amazing, absolutely amazing. I think just having that in my deck, I could win a lot more than I was currently winning. And no, Josh, you know better. 4 years ago, you know what the price of this card is going to be in just a couple weeks or maybe a month or two. You be patient. You get your like $3 to $4 right now, and you come back to it. You can probably buy a max copy in a couple weeks. So I did it. I sold a saltwater mage right out the gate, but I'm gonna be real with you guys. I hesitated. I wanted to play with it. I wanted to own the card, but now is not the time for that. Now is not the time for that. So Speaking of that, let's go ahead and jump into the price of Foundation at this moment. See what we're looking at. First, let's check in on our Archons. We'll see where we're at here. Archons are now not real. Woof. Wow. So the Death Summoner is 1.9. So it's almost a $2 summoner there. That's pretty interesting. Got Insidious Sage and Bartholomews. I think I nailed it. Hold on.
I think you nailed it, dude.
Bartholomews. I see Bartholomews. Bartholomews.
Bartholomews.
Bartholomews. I like it. Bartholomews. So yeah, Llama Guy. He's their sub a dollar, and this kind of just generally matches the meta right now for sure. These three far surpass the other ones. You're not playing llamas or owl unless you're in a specific rule set that kind of justifies. I think the shields blast is one that I kind of really lean on red sometimes, because just having your whole team attack first, it works sometimes.
Unarmored, where you can just like kill half their team before they play.
Opportunity. So yeah, but it's gotta be real specific. So, but I think the Archons, or at least the meta ones, have actually gone up in price since I saw this, because I want to say maybe last I looked was post update or just like real close to the update, and I want to say everything was sub $1 for a moment. But it looks like those have ticked back up. So now let's go check on our epics. Still looking Sorrow Harvester at 4 cents. That's actually what? I undersold Saltwater Mage. Crap. So I'm positive I sold mine into a bid at $3. Like, I was pretty sure
sold it for $3.
I did,
dude.
I did.
Oh my god!
This wasn't really like, and I probably stand by that. Like eventually,
I told you prices were gonna go up at the end of last episode.
Stop it. When did you say that?
We rewatched last week's episode at the very end.
You're right.
You said,
right.
What did you? Yeah.
Now, let me follow up, because I was positive you were sarcastic, and I think you were sarcastic. If you weren't, what was your evidence that suggested that today Mondroid's going to be right?
So,
he's going to make it up on the spot.
I think this just had some more gas in the tank. Like, I've played. Okay, so I played Splinter Forge. I played the other one, Golem Overlord.
Yeah.
These things, they run for longer than you think, and then it's just like, then it's the drop, you know. So it's like, I figured we had a little time with the, what is it, Frontier mode.
Yeah.
Before the drop would occur, because people are, like, there's the black foil drops are just now starting, right? So it's like people are gearing up still to chase those for whatever reason, so
yeah,
I figured it had a little room to run still. So I've actually been holding on to all of my stuff, trying to get higher up so I can get more of those stupid entries. But
okay. All right, I'm with you. I mean, and maybe I got to do that. We'll see. But Jangle says we got to do the flipping and rip it because he's got to go.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's do it.
Pop it.
So I did want to note here that we're still at a point on the secondary market with Conclave Arcana packs that they far exceed the price of what you can buy it from the store. And I guess I don't understand that, because I've done it a couple times where I will literally buy 10 packs from I'll buy 10 packs from the store and I'll sell 10 packs on the market, and I'll make money that way. And
people have been buying them.
Yeah, because they do. Because what it is right here is there is still, like, from a DEC perspective, it doesn't make sense. But if we're talking about credits, it still makes sense that if you come in with fiat and it's just in credits, buying it off the secondary market is cheaper than buying it from the store. Because when you buy it from the team, they'll charge you 4,000 credits. But if I buy it here, it's 3,750 credits, right? So it is still cheaper. But on the back end, the people that are buying it from the store for DEC and selling it to you for DEC, they're making money. And I would say, like, this is very misleading when it says, like, 550, because what ends up happening is there's going to be the market burn. There's going to be all of that. So, like, it's not going to be there. It's, like, you'll make, if you want to play this, you'll make maybe 250 DEC per pack, which is not, like, it's not chump change. Like, those are margins. Those are real margins. So, like, don't get me wrong, but, like, that has actually sustained itself for, like, 6 weeks now. I've been watching it. It went from 4,300 or 4,300 to now. This is the highest I've seen it on the secondary market. Anyway, we're going to go here. We're going to buy our pack for Jangles. Jangles, thank you for redeeming your points for the flip it and rip it. We're going to get this thing rolling here. I need to buy some alchemy potion, blah, blah, blah. And let's do it. All right. I still have. Oh, well, I already pushed it. Burning DC. All right. You and Manuel. All right, Jangles, are you around? Give me a hell yeah in the chat if you're ready to go. Ready to go? Yeah, hell yeah. So Tails says, anyone seeing the drops from the stream? Am on the road and unable to check. I don't have access to the map server, Tails. I actually tried to log in, and I don't have access. So, sadly, I have not been able to do any of that. Mondroid, do you have access to the map server?
Yes, I do.
Can you go in there and take a look around and see if you can find the new Twitch airdrop feature? We might do a screen share and show some stuff off for your screen. It ain't working for me. There he is. Hell yeah. All right, Jangles. So this is a standard pack. One of these cards is going to be your... Ooh. Are you sure you want to continue? I don't want to continue. I have the potions right there. What did it ask me? Like, is it sure I want to use the potions on a standard pack? Is that what it asked? Don't have enough for all your cards. Well, screw you. I'm gonna refresh the page. Screw you, guy. I got plenty. It says it right there. I got 5. 5. Well, thank you for telling me that behind the scenes you didn't think I had 5. You would need to open up the stream in browser and link your Twitch account to start the airdrops. Okay. That's what, but I don't have access to the map server. So, like, I wasn't able to see anything anyway. So, Mondroid, can you see that? Can you see anything on the Twitch drops and go from there? All right. Ooh, I was hovering over a card. Ooh, I gave you some information, so you might not want to pick that one. All right, Jangles. Pick a number between 1 and 5. That's your card. We're going to flip it, and we're going to rip it. We're going to burn it if, unless you buy it for half the DEC burn value. Half the CP. Flip it and rip it, baby. Which one you going with? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. This is the top one's 1. Across the top is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, when you going with? I was already kind of hovering over 1, and you saw that it wasn't anything. 6. Jeff says 6. Burn the 6th one. Druid's Blood says 2. None of your guys' call here. Unless you've got 10,000. If you've got 10,000 points, we could flip it and rip it. I'm driving. No idea what the hint was. There is no hint. Just pick a card. Oh, it is 2. I think 2 was a common. I don't think there was anything fancy glowing around 2. Now, I would be terrible. Here, we'll just do it. I'm gonna look real quick because I don't want to guide you wrong. Yeah, so there was nothing special with 2. So unless you think that one's the black foil, don't do it. Pick a different one. 2 was common. All right, baby. Out for old ladies. Yeah, 5, baby. All right, so we're going to open up 1 through 4 first. So we've got a common, got a common, got a common. We've got a common, so this is the best card in the pack. Let's go.
Whatever it is.
Did we get a standard pack, or did we get something special and beautiful? Let's go. It's a rare. What are we flipping? Black foil Archon? Black foil Archon. No. It's a Shanker. Woof. All right, buddy. This card is yours if you want to buy it. Or we gonna burn it today. We gonna burn it today. If I feel like I know better, we're gonna burn it. Oh, those are just legendary. What are we doing, baby? Wow, what a pack. Yeah, we killed it. All right, Jangles. Flip it and rip it. Or are you gonna send me 10 DEC for this card? Do you love it, or do you want it to go? I'm already hovering over it. You got it, baby. Burn. There it is. 20 dark energy crystals. All yours, baby. Congratulations. Thank you for playing. Flip it or rip it. You are the first one ever, and we ripped it. Now I have to go out of my way and transfer 20 DEC to Jangles. Just because. There you go, baby. A solid 20 DEC for 10,000 Twitch points. You're welcome. That might be degenerate. Oh, man. Congratulations, buddy. Thanks for playing, dude. I nailed that price. Yeah, you did. Hold on. Let's go take a look. That pack price might have been, like, complete garbage. So, Explorer pack opened. Oh, view details. 44-cent pack. Yeah, this is why I quit.
Nice.
Like, standard packs, man. I mean, Peak Monsters says one thing, but I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. It hurts my soul. It hurts my soul. So anyway, go back to our foundation cards here. Jangles, thank you, buddy. Yo, we definitely degens in these parts. Yeah, dude. Flip it and rip it, baby. That would be, yeah, just ripping legendaries, ripping whatever we get our hands on. Let's do it. But yeah, so looking at the rest of these though, they're still maintaining price pretty well. There's nothing. I think when I pull cards that were already given away during the campaign, I for sure don't do anything with those. But I've sold every gold foil that I've gotten my hands on. Sold the legendary, so let's go check out our legendary prices. Oops, still staying foundation. So yeah, these are coming down a little bit, except for Mystic. Oof. And she's 190 copies right now. So like, she's still pretty high, but I mean, she's meta. She's meta. So I totally understand that one.
Oh yeah, I hate facing that card, dude. It's so strong for, I mean...
Yeah, whenever I see that card, it's I got lucky once, and I beat it because my opponent had like 3 cards that were all attacking a different unit, and so I ended up was able to kind of get it. I was able to get it because I was like 1v1ing the whole, or not 1v1ing. They were 1v1ing. I was focus attack. And
like
so
they had a sniper, a sneak, a front line.
Exactly. And so yeah, we ended up getting there. But Jangles, have a safe trip. All right, be safe on your scooter.
Ugh.
See ya, Jangles. So yeah, Mondroid, were you able to get something set up for a Twitch drop?
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Dang it. Okay, well there should be something. I can't see it, so I don't have access to sign in as you.
Drops and rewards. Where do I link my account?
I'm not in that one, but let's see. Is there anything edit? No, I don't know. Why don't you do me a favor? Why don't you share your screen? Do you mind doing that? Maybe. Oh no, I can't really show your screen on here either. Man, that suck. I'm not gonna be able
Yeah,
to
I don't
show that.
know.
I know, but
It's a fail. Sorry, guys.
yeah, sadly, I mean, Tails gave us access, and we were absolutely link account on Mav server here. So, yeah, but it'll let me in. Nope. I'm a shrimp. I don't have what it takes. But yeah, so essentially what's happening is behind the scenes, if Mondroid was able to figure it out, he could link his Twitch account to his Splinterlands account, and then it would track it on Twitch. It's tracking the activity of that account, and as it's watching or participating in the Splinterlands specific streams, it's being eligible for drops. And the way that they got it set up just to test that the link is working, all that stuff, is like every 15 minutes it was dropping like a max level code. And so
No.
so yeah, that was something that was kind of happening behind the scenes. But Jangles had access, Android has access, and I do, but can't actually get into the server to link my account. So we weren't able to actually test that one out. But yeah, oh goodness, you know what we got to do? The other thing we got to do, we haven't done any of our big brain stuff.
Big brain.
The maps, we got to go look at our big brains. I originally told Mondroid, I was like, dude, I'm exhausted. I'm positive we're just going to go for an hour tonight and then we'll be done. And we're already like 10 minutes past that and we're not done the show. So you guys are awesome. You guys are easy to talk to, and Splinterlands is an easy game to talk about. So pretty cool. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at some of our big brain submissions. We had another one from Deuce Crypto, 2 from Deuce Crypto. He's actually really good at submitting multiples. We had Ime on here twice. Oh, got an extra one in there. And Deuce Crypto again. Faded Glory got in here. Awesome. Deuce Crypto again. Deuce Crypto again. Let's go.
Deuce pumps them out, man.
Deuce does, and he's on point. So let's go ahead and check out Glory's here. That link that you sent me in the chat, was that your pick from the ones that were submitted, or was that just another big brain?
No, that was my play. That was my big brain. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't looked at like any of them this time.
No, honestly, this is another thing that kind of just sneaks up on me throughout the week. Is this whole week, as soon as I switched gears, I actually took a big step back, and it felt really good. So next.map.sl. Try this one. Is that the one that Nope, I don't have access to that one either. So yeah, Tails sent me the link again, but yeah, I don't have access. So anyway, let's go look at
where the hell is Eagle at? Isn't he there 400 hours a day?
Yeah, but I poked him in one of the other channels, and he was like, I poked him in the channel that we're doing some other work in, and he was like, "We're not using that one. We're using this one." And I said, "I know. I'm testing this other thing, so I need access to the other server."
Oh
It's-
no.
yeah, just one of those. The glory here with 2 cards is just going to do a thing here. Let's go ahead and let's read what he got here. Bloodlust in a born again rule set. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Tell me this skeleton's just gonna go off. Turn 1 exhausted. Stop it. Oh my. Here we go. 2 triggers.
All those cards
3
have like 3
triggers.
HP.
4 triggers. 5. I have never seen this dude get that big ever. This dude is nuts.
That's
Good
pretty
job,
funny.
Glory. That is absolutely nuts. Alright, let's go ahead and check out Ime's. See what Ime's got going on here. He says, got my Splinterlands big brain for the week. I love the silver deck versus, in this case, particular diamond. Oof. We had low damage, but did enough to push through and also not kill our own unit. Let's go. Alright, so we've got kind of taken down a big dog here. So we've got a maxed bad juju here with almost maxed pretty big cards, and we're running a straight silver Lorcus. So gotta, wow, look at Choo Choo's Rooney. That is beautiful.
Big flower head. That's gotta be like a rare or whatever, like
This
helm
is-
and then or head and a staff.
And a staff and a background and
And a
maybe
background.
that chest piece with the mermaid kind of arm shield, or like the aqua. This is a beautiful Rooney. My goodness. And I guess this is one of those other things that used to happen back when I was a silver player. I was playing with like Lux Vega. I was playing with Rooney and everything as silver because I couldn't afford to play up. And I used to get DMs all the time. It's like, why are you playing with those cards down here? Those are not silver cards. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, having this Rooney on an account that's playing this low in the ratings is actually pretty shocking. So getting some good heals. I mean, really heavy on the magic damage in a health equalizer, and nothing that they have is really effect from that. Uh-oh. So we're life leeching in the back, and just that way. That one silver level Venka, though, was actually doing very well for a minute. But yeah, these promos just going to run away with that life lead. Silver level promos, look at you. Let's get it. In a health equalizer match, yeah. Lorcus all day. 3 attacks. 2 of them are
Lorcus
boosted.
is so stupid in the lower levels. Well, I mean, technically this is not lower level, but his cards are.
Yeah.
It's like there's certain, I've noticed this from on Thugan too, where I'll play my silver gold foil deck in like the modern champ tournament, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like the best way to steal a win is definitely Lorcus with
bet.
like heavy magic, because you just have that chance to hit like every affliction and steal some life. And that Barak Shukor death monster or whatever, it's like got 5 magic at silver, so it's still hitting pretty hard.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So in this silver, it looks like we've got some reflection shield on some critical beasts that are gonna really be you got it on the Venka, and we got reflection shield on the sneak guy here too. So really being able to, I love being able to sneak in some cards that, like, your opponent's not playing around because the rule set suggests that you're not bringing it, you know. So Venka play here, especially in silver, like you're not bringing a Venka to a Thorns match with no way of sustaining it in this. Yeah, absolutely got away with it. Well done, buddy. Wow, look at this big old background you get here.
I
You
know
get
that
to
was
do your own tournaments.
confusing the hell out of me.
In the actual thing there, yeah, this looks thick. I like this. All filling up the
Yeah,
screen. That's
that's
good
sweet.
advertising. But yeah, right where it was up front, yeah, you couldn't really see the battle playing out, but
I literally never use Rekla. You just used them.
right? Well, I mean that's when you use Recula, is like when you never use it. You just kind of sneak it in there occasionally. So, Mondroid, I'm gonna go bring up yours. What were you gonna show off tonight?
Oh, it's brilliant, dude.
Oh, biggest brain. Tell me it's foundation. The
No, I
foundation.
wish.
All right, buddy. What am I looking at here?
You're looking at a snipe rule set
Yep.
with back to basics activated. So,
Yeah.
just spam your big magic dudes, right? Of
Yes.
course. But look who I got in front.
Yeah.
Look at my summoner.
Yeah. You are going to just double strike and beat the crap out of anybody that's trying to 1v1 with you. Oh gosh. The 1v1 champ of Back to Basics is an EMP Slade. At me, bro.
The 1v1 champ.
The 1v1 Back to Basics champ. It's EMP Slade. Let's go. Wow. That's super smart. Absolutely. Absolutely. Taking advantage of situations like that. When we get into those snipe and sneaks, those are fun rule sets to really try to take advantage of. But like having the back to basics undertone there is pretty sweet too.
Yeah, like you don't see that too often, like snipe and back to basics. And I just kind of was thinking, like, what if I put Slade up here and just like, yeah, 1v1 me, bro?
Yeah, with his 2 attacks. EMP's like, hey, healed. Like, what? Use the shield. All right, let's look at one of Deuce's here. So Deuce looks like he's running a mirror. It's no legendaries, but let's see what he says. He says, I'm back from the festival and excited to share more. A dual attack Grimsmith did the business. Tightly contested Tofu Earth mirror match. That's true. So he's got Grimbardoon Smith. I mean, honestly, we never are really playing this card much. Not really the front tank that we want to see, but I have seen it played a couple times with Grimbardoon Smith.
Love the
And
card, but it's just you're gonna rerun them into tofu and then
exactly.
ugh.
And then this is really where, though, yeah, you got to be real conscious on like what mirror you trying to break in. I guess, he's gonna die, but he's done enough to keep Monk down. So this is actually pretty interesting. It's gonna come out ahead of Monk. So now we're into essentially stage 2 of the mirror, which would be your Grimbardoons, and Deuce is attacking with his. Where Null Flame was going for like the poison for all strat, which it makes sense, but it was countered with, you've got Nomad here, Thunderhoof triaging. You've got Grimbardoon Smith triaging. Can't be poisoned, so there's only 3 backline poison targets. One you totally expect to die eventually. And you've got 2 triages, so actually sustaining really well. Impressive. Very impressive. And the fact that like our little front guy up there hasn't died yet. He's been poisoned for like 5 rounds.
Yeah, swinging into poison and thorns.
Yeah, and he's just like, I'm still here. But yeah, never actually able. That's the other fun parts is sometimes, you put out the card like the Silverleaf Elf, and you're like, yeah, you're gonna die and you're gonna poison. But then like your sustain strat's so strong that they never die. You're like, oh, it's like the old Izzy mirrors, and you're just like triaging the crap of it, and you never trigger your
Oh, I
murders.
hated those battles. Because it
That's
was like if
crazy.
you couldn't kill their EZR, it was like an advantage. You're like, haha, you're not getting your because I can't kill you.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, we had last week we had Deuce and Ime. This week we got Deuce, Ime, and got Glory. So I'm just gonna send everybody another 1,000. I don't think I sent the 1,000 from last week, so I'm gonna have to double up on that.
They're gonna start earning interest.
I know, right? So go ahead and get Ime 2,000 here real quick. So we appreciate you guys. And then let's get Deuce his 2K. And then players here. We play. Let's go. So yeah, sorry I didn't get him last week. Where my music been going the whole time? Oh boy.
I think so.
Oh,
Actually, I don't know
look at
at
you
all
guys.
because I've got the stream muted.
I've linked mine. Takes 3 seconds. Yep, I have 3 max copies. Woohoo! Oh, you guys are literally doing it. Well, look at you guys. Okay, so you're doing it. Send me I don't know. Send me a picture. send me
How do
something.
you know
so I
when
can
you
look at
get
it.
something?
Well, so they have their accounts linked, right? So Jeff opened up his thing, and he's got 3 max copies. So like every 15 minutes of view time, he's getting a drop. So we're easy to talk to, and you're easy on the eyes, Jeff. So then we've got somebody else down here too. Glory, come on. Jeez, not being supportive. Somebody else had mentioned they were getting them too. Oh yeah, Ghostly. He said, I've linked mine, takes 3 seconds. Well, Ghostly, you guys and your rich SPS stakes that just have access to the map server. I don't have access to the map server, so I can't prove it. But Mondroid, maybe you can get with Jeff and Ghostly and see what they said. But yeah, this stream, so if you do have access to the map server, go ahead and head over there. But that's essentially, they're testing out this feature. So these drops specifically are obviously crazy. It's going to be a 1 BCX drop of the card, and it's probably not going to be every 15 minutes. It's going to probably be something more than that. I don't know. But anyway, that's the card that they're going to be looking at dropping. And so they set up my stream tonight for that. So that way, like, we could test that out. And so I'm glad that it's working. I'm glad you guys are getting to see this card and that drop is working, because that means the alpha test is working, and then we're going to be closer to actual launch production here pretty soon. And we will have our first official Twitch drop for Splinterlands. And that'll be really cool. That'll be really cool. So I think Tails made it sound like it may be slow, like 1 per weekday or 1 per weekend or something, which kind of makes sense. Yeah, I mean, it does make sense, except if you like need 400 copies of that thing to like. And I mean, it'll be interesting to see what this card does. I mean, because our stream averages, I mean, we peak sometimes at about 18 viewers, but for the most part, we've got a solid 12. And I don't think any of the other Twitch streams pull in like more numbers than that. So we will see what the kind of influx is, but like at that level of viewership, we're not printing a lot of cards, period, so we'll kind of end up seeing what happens here. But it'll also be interesting to see what the card is specifically. maybe even if it should max out, I don't know if it should, you know, at the end of the day, maybe it just never maxes, kind of goes infinite, constantly increases some functionality of it. But Splinterlands TV type lurkers again. Yeah, I mean, it's real, but it still helps us, you know, because like our chat here and our conversation is awesome with U12. So if the metrics show 35, like Mondroid and I just do better, but nothing really changes here for us. We still have a great time, and so it's a reward for like you guys in the chat and for us as streamers. You know, it's good advertising for us, and it's a good incentive for us to continue, you know, to trudge on, you know. But yeah, try to get yours set up, Mondroid. I'm curious to see what it looks like on your end. I don't think we'll be able to see it during the stream, but I'm glad that they were able to test it here for sure. All right, where was I at? I was sending. I need to get Deuce gets 2K. Deuce 2K. And then honestly, I need to get more diligent about screening these stuff earlier, because it's expensive to not screen and to pay everybody. R faded. Let's go. Sundays are just like right now. I'm just ramping down my baseball season. Sundays are hectic, real hectic. But we got 2 weeks off, and then it'll be tournament time, and then we'll be all done. So not too much longer. All right, homies, there you are. Everybody's paid. Thanks for your big brain contributions. I think I'm gonna try to maybe have some big brain stuff for the stream next week. Looking at the prices of everything, I don't think I'm gonna change my strategy. I think I'm still gonna just sell what I get, and we'll see what the we'll see what it looks like on we'll see what it looks like in the months to come, or what the first drops look like for the black foils, what the appeal for those are going to be. What do you think? If you pull one of those, what are you doing?
The black foils?
Yeah, the black foils, or the gold foil arcanes, or the black foil arcane.
Oh, I'm dumping it immediately.
You think there's going to be, I mean, I guess there's liquidity right now that I don't understand. So I can't imagine why there wouldn't be liquidity for you in black foils. Because like like, why would you buy a gold foil right now? Is there any reason other than to flex? You don't get more, right?
I don't think so.
Like, you don't get more draws, you don't get more, I don't know, anything. So like, frankly, I don't know what the gold foils are for. I mean, except to use them in gold foil tournaments. But I mean, as soon as I've pulled a gold foil, like, I've sold it. So say my market history is hey, yep, I sold. Oh wait, no. Yeah, there you are. So foundations, you know, we're selling the gold foils, $2 for that one, $1 for that one. Sold the saltwater mage into a bid, you know, for $3. What are we at? $5, $6 there. Sold my legendary for $4, so and yeah, $1.50 there, so like $11.50 so far. But I do feel really guilty because I made so much fun of Ghostly on stream because he sold his legendaries and bought into some summoners. So I don't feel like I can get away with that, but I kind of want to. I'm like, I mean, I sold foundation cards, and now I want to buy other foundation cards that I think will move me further along.
Yeah.
But I did kind of make a fool of myself when I said that was a dumb idea, so might have to stick to my guns. I have to
At this
just take.
point, you just committed to selling everything.
I have.
Sell it all.
I have.
Until you're proven right, then you can be like, "See, I fucking knew it."
Well, it won't be for like 5 months. You know, I'll be like that old guy on the stream, be like, "You remember when I told you?" And he's gonna like fan out all of his black foils because he's playing in like the top leagues, and he's gonna be like, "Yeah, how'd that work out for you?" You're like, "See, I told you I could now buy my summoners for 10 cents each." And then like I've still won nothing ever. I'm still playing in bronze. And Ghostly's just gonna be like fanning himself with winnings, and be like, "Yeah, you're right, Rogue. You made the right call."
We're like, we saw what happened in Chaos Legion.
We
That's
did.
guaranteed to happen, right?
I mean, at this point, and this is, I think I said this on one of my other meetings. I don't think I said it publicly, but I would almost tell the audience to do the opposite of whatever I think is a good idea. I'm gonna be honest with you, because like I'll tell you the most recent one that I screwed up, and I mean I can say it 1000%. I screwed up. These legendary summoners from Rebellion are not holding their value, and I am shocked. I swept the floor on a Kane, Rithwall, and Cryptic back when they were like between $20 and $30. A Kane is halved its price. It is now cheaper to buy an Arcane than to buy the new legendary summoner from Conclave Arcana. And frankly, that makes no sense to me, because Arcane is more playable. And so, I don't know, 5,000 copies, but still, there's supposed to be players that, I don't know, don't have it, or I don't know. So, like, I made my bed on some of these summoners, and frankly, they didn't increase in value, and in fact, they went down. And I was just like, crap. Look at me go. So every time I have tried to predict a move in the market and kind of corner, or I can't. I'm wrong, and the price goes down, and so don't do it. Don't listen to me, guys. You follow your heart and let it take you in areas like don't you listen to me. But is it that we see you see? Yeah, timing is everything. It really is. But yeah, a lot of the legendary summoners are higher than a few months ago. I mean, not really. Yeah, pull the water summoner on my alt. Sweet, you man, that's awesome. If you were telling us to do the opposite of what you say to do, does that mean that we just do what you had initially said to do? Oh crap. No, because I don't think I've ever backtracked on anything. I don't think I've backtracked on anything that I've said that I mean, foundations I didn't understand, but I never actively said, like, don't do it. I just didn't understand it. Like, why are people doing it and spending money on it? So, like, and those are two mutually exclusive things. So, realistically, I understand that there's a psychology, I think, to the foundations aspect, because it is literally just a few dollars away from being able to go probably through another streak of East wins. Because like right now I'm at a point where I'm battling every day. Like, we're all kind of making the right decisions. Some of the people that I'm playing with are just like even beating the more standard plays. Like, they're making big brain moves. and I'm not winning more than like 50% of my matches. And so from a I don't know, endorphin is the word maybe, but I'm more thinking, no, I think it's endorphins, right? What's that? What are we talking about when we're talking about like the high of a win? We're talking about
Dopamine.
Dopamine. There it is, my man, Mondroid. You educated man. You're the best. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
So like my dopamine in Foundations is not what it was a week ago. I can tell you that straight up. And I physically struggle with buying just buying up to the next 5 summoners so I can like go play in level 2 and just be one up on everybody that's in this plane, just so that I can like progress a little bit more. It's there. That psychology is there. And this is what everybody was talking about in the very beginning on like why we're not putting caps on ranked and all this stuff, because you should just want to like buy a little bit more to do a little bit better. This is that. I feel it, and I'm actively fighting it is what I'm doing. So like whether or not I will be on top or not, like we'll see. But I can definitely tell you, them boys that are spending money right now are probably with way more draws than I am. But I'm going to channel Druid's Blood. And I'm going to take my little bit of entries, and we're going to take them a long, long way. So that's what we're going to do today. That's what we going to do today. Rogues Guild, what are you doing? Why are you losing DEC with land right now? I'm losing DEC? What am I doing? Oh, did you just scout me? Bro, I don't know what I'm doing. I just parked stuff over there and I'm doing it. I feel like I need research. So I'm like over-invested in research, I guess. I think I'm going to move my Rooney is essentially what I'm going to do. I'm just going to move my Rooney off the research plot and go probably onto wood or stone. I'll check Elmo's burn, but I'm positive that's like the only thing I have to do. Just move my Rooney. Especially now that I've committed to not like, I'll just go less on that and I'll be fine. Oh god, here he is. He came with the facts. Oh, what am I doing? So, RoguePatton. Oh, that's Rouge. That's Rouge.
If that worked, I would laugh.
If there was a RoguePatton account, that would definitely be one of those of like, that would probably be somebody who would be trying to steal my identity or take my influence and like use it for scams or whatever. Be one of those quick like eye cross things where you're just like, oh, it's RoguePatton, you know, but it was really Rouge. Rouge is an asshole. All right, so let's see. What am I doing? So, staked. Yeah, I'm doing good. Staked. Did it. Good. Craftable items. I don't have any of that. Got. All right, so what are we looking? If I go region overview. What I'm trying to do here. So, I'm negative on grain, negative on stone, but I'm up on wood. So, like, what? Can't spend the wood. Oh, I'm not that much up on wood. Oh, I'm like really behind. Yeah. Oops.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to move my Rooney. Yeah, so Rooney's on the research plot right now, and honestly I think I'm just gonna move him to the stone plot. Go from there. That should be fine. As soon as I do that, it'll be fine. I hope.
Dude, researching's hard, man.
Researching is hard, but like I wasn't doing it, so like I feel like I need to. I'd rather just do SPS at this, but I don't know. They're gonna probably come up with something next, and I'm gonna be like, I don't have enough research points, so I'm just gonna stick with this. This is one of those where, but yeah, I'll move my Rooney. I'll move my ring. So this is like on a per hour basis is what this is. So tax income net is 4 DEC an hour. Because yeah, I mean my taxes don't play into this, right? Like that's the stuff that I earn from taxes doesn't play into this trick here. But yeah, I could just go heavier on. I can go heavier. Rogue is the guy, or Rouge is the guy I've been sending packs to all the time. Not you.
Oh no.
What is Rouge promising for these packs? Like everlasting call outs on stream. And then I've just been recognizing you the whole time, and you're like, it's working. He loves me. We're a small, intimate community. I love all of you guys, man. You don't have to send me stuff for me to love you. But I was out of land 1001 plots because no queen in the game have my research and buy the cherries. Okay, I don't want to be losing. Okay, I don't want you losing, bud. How can we keep sending Deuce and IDEC if you're losing? I'm winning elsewhere. Like, I don't know. I rent 1,000 DEC a day worth of stuff, I'd say. Yeah. Like, I'm actively 800, but like I've got 1,200 on the market. I'm doing all right. I'm doing stuff. Don't worry about me. Okay. But anyway, wow. 10-10. So much for an early
Like
stream,
sitting
Mondroid.
here going, this dude said he only wanted to do an hour. Now we're going on 2 hours.
Yeah, it happens real quick. Yeah, disappointing to see about that airdrop. But Mondroid, you got any final thoughts for our ladies and gentlemen in the audience?
Oh man, I wish I could spill the beans on what Dave was telling me about, but he told me not to tell anybody because then they'd get too excited, so I can't.
Let's go. Let's do it. I appreciate you. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Go participate in the last 5 drawings for our epic, and then honestly, we're gonna get into the auction, the very first black foil auctions that we're gonna have. So that's gonna be exciting. Conflicts are starting up again, so make sure you got all those wagons going. Hopefully we're really close to the Twitch drops, so that'll be pretty cool going forward. But yeah, Foundations is still hot, and all is still moving forward in the world of Splinterlands. So stay strong, my friends. Keep at it, and we will see you guys next time. Cheers.
Bye.